Alright, so this video we are going to be going over payments and how to have patients pay for the charges they're receiving. Now, there are a couple different ways in which this can happen. The first is if a patient pays with cash or check. What you'll do is you're going to left click on the transaction charge ledger, which is this money sign right here. Left click that. You will pull up this charge ledger. Now this charge ledger, this shows, of course, charges that can be put on a patient's file. If you use the page up and page down buttons on your keyboard, you're able to look through all these. But if someone is making a payment, we're actually going to be focusing on these two sections. Now, the difference between these two sections is what they are applied to. Payment is just if a patient was saying maybe they bought one of our products from us, you would use the payment button to indicate that they were paying for that. Payment plan was if they were using this payment was going towards their care plan. The difference is the payment plan actually reflects in their care plan that they did pay whatever amount they have to their care plan. So it is very important to remember that distinction. So payment by itself is just for a product. Or if maybe someone is a patient that is not on a care plan and they just call in for adjustments, you can use the payment button for them to pay as well. Now you're only going to be using these two payment buttons for cash or check payments. So if you click on this, left click it, this will pull up. And if you click the payment plan, the same thing will pull up. It'll just say payment plan at the top here. And the method is what you're going to fix. So if it's cash, you're going to keep this $sign. You'll type in whatever amount is paying, saying they're paying $20 for whatever, and you would hit proceed. If it was by check, you would put C for check. And if you notice here, there is this little list of the different methods that you can put in that box. If they are using a card, we actually have a different module that you can use to process those payments. So what you would do, it'd be the same thing as paying with cash, except this would be a C. You would type in how much the check is for, and you would hit proceed. Now, if the patient is paying with a debit or credit card, what you would do is you're going to left click these dots here at the top left of your screen. So left click that, and you're going to left click the credit card module. And there are a couple different sections to this module right here. The one we're going to be focusing on in this video is going to be sale/refund. So we're going to left click that. This is going to pull up. Now what you will do is first you're going to type in the amount that the patient is paying. And then you're going to click here. If the patient is buying a product, you are going to click payment. Or if the patient is doing a call-in adjustment, you would hit payment. If the patient is paying towards the balance of their care plan, you would hit payment plan. And then you'll notice there are a couple boxes down here. Now, if the patient has a saved credit card on file, you're able to actually click on this box and use that. Let me show you that with a patient who actually has a saved card on file. So again, left-clicking those dots, left-clicking the credit card module, left-clicking sale/refund. As you can see, this box is lit up now. So you would type in your amount, make sure it's going to the payment plan, which is the care plan, or payment for a product or a call-in adjustment. You can click credit card on file, and if the patient wants you to use this card they have on file, all you have to do is check this use button, exit out, and then make the sale. If the patient does not have the particular card they're using on file, but they want to have it on file, what you can actually do is once you have all this information typed in, you can click this Keep Credit Card on File box, and then you're able to actually have it saved to their file. If they don't want that, and they're just using this card for a one-time thing, you would just type in the amount first, make sure this is going to the correct area, and then you would hit Make Sale. You'll want to make sure these two boxes are always checked, because we always need a receipt for our records of the transaction, and then the customer may want a receipt as well. So make sure those two boxes are always checked. Now, if you are not using a saved credit card from the file and you actually have the physical card with you in the office to make the payment, or even if someone has called in with like their card number and expiration date, what you'll do once you hit that Make Sale button is you're actually going to come to the terminal located at the front desk, and you're able to swipe the card or insert the chip part of the card into the terminal. And then you're able to process the payment like that. It'll tell you if it's approved or declined. If it's approved, it'll ask if you would like to print out a receipt. You always want to print out a receipt for you, and then always ask the customer if they would like a copy of the receipt. And if they say yes, print off the customer copy as well. That part is pretty self-explanatory. But I'm going to exit out of this. Now, if you notice the rest of these sections on here, these I will actually be going through in a different video. For instance, the payment schedule and the credit card on file have to do with another video that you will be watching about patients signing on for care. So I'm not going to be going through that today. The void button you don't need to touch. Process recurring payments, that is for monthly payments. Once patients are on a care plan, they get to choose whether their monthly payment comes out on the 1st or the 15th. And on those days, you would click that. I'll go through that in a different video. And reports is, you only use the reports button once you've processed a recurring payment. And then the last thing I would like to go over in this video is that this refund portion of the sale/refund button. So if, for whatever reason, there was a mistake with payments, like say they accidentally made 2 monthly payments or whatnot, all you have to do to refund the payment back to their card is type in the amount of the payment. You'll click where it went to, so if it was an accidental payment to their care plan, you would pick payment plan, or if they didn't want to use that card when buying a product, you would hit payment. You would use the credit card on file if that's what they used, or if they had the physical card with them, you would just use that and you would hit refund. It's the same thing as the sale. The only difference is instead of hitting Make Sale, you would hit refund. And then, of course, when that receipt prints out, you would need to write that it is a refund. And remember to keep that in mind when you're totaling out at the end of the night. I will go through balancing in a separate video, but that is how you do payments in Platinum. So just remember, cash or card, you're going to be clicking this. Credit cards, you will be clicking this. If they're paying with cash or card, also, please remember if they need change to go to the till in the safe, grab their change, count it out correctly, or if they have a check or just exact cash, to always put that in the safe with you, so it is safe until it is time to count down your till. And that is it for this video, and I will see you next time.